Hello friends, welcome to Asmus Academy. Let's discuss algorithms in finite automata. We have 5 algorithms, that is reversal of language, minimization of NFA, minimization of DFA, conversion from excellent NFA to NFA, conversion from NFA to DFA, that is called subset construction algorithm. We will discuss about these algorithms one by one. First of all, we see for all the languages the decidability property is decidable. What is decidable? Decidable means we have one property, decidability. About decidability we will discuss in detail in upcoming video. For now I will say basic definition of decidability. We will discuss in with the help of example. I want to if I ask you a question, if you give me an answer about this, whether right or wrong, okay, whether you know or not know, you will give me response, then it is called decidable. Means if you are I ask you a question, whether you know that answer, you will give me answer. If you don't know, then you will say I don't know that answer. Then in both case you give me response, so it is called decidable. And second scenario is I ask a question and you if you know that answer, you will give me a response. But if you don't know, you will not respond me. You know, but you will be thinking idly and you will not respond me, and I will wait for long time. And how much long time will I will wait? Don't know. This this scenario is called undecidability, because I don't know how much time to wait for your response. So it is called undecidable. Means in basically we can say that if from a given input we get output within finite amount of time, then it is called decidable. If we don't get in within finite amount of time, then it is called undecidable. Okay, all these 5 languages are decidable. Means if we run these algorithms, it will give the output within finite amount of time. Okay, and now consider first algorithm, reversal of language. Okay, reversal of language means if I have given the language which contain many strings. For reversal of language means in that language every string will be reversed. Every string will be reversed. So how to get reversal of language? There are 3 steps. First one is make final state to initial state. Second step, make initial state to final state. Third step is reverse the all arrows. Reverse all arrows. Sare arrow, all the arrow will be reversed. Let's consider an example. Let's say we have we have this machine that generates some language. Okay, we want to reverse of this machine. How to reverse? Consider first step, make final state to initial state. We have 2 final state, this one and this one. Okay, First of all, draw all the states. Okay, make final state to initial state. Make final state to initial state. Next step, make initial state to final state. We have initial state this, we have make final state. Okay, now reverse all arrows. Okay, how to reverse? We have arrow this word, so now it will be this side, and now this will be this will be this, and this will be this. We get reverse of that language. Okay, this is called reverse machine. And you tell me, this is a finite automata or not? It is NFA or DFA? I am saying it is not a NFA or DFA, because in NFA or DFA only single initial state is allowed. In this machine we have two initial state, this one and this one, so it is not a NFA or DFA. So what is this? This is a transition system. Transition system. In transition system, a machine can have multiple initial state. Okay. Two more points consider. Transition system will have same power as NFA and DFA. Why? Because this machine can be converted into NFA or DFA. So it is called same power. Transition system, NFA and DFA, all three have same power. Now discuss, consider. Now we compare NFA, DFA and transition system in comparison of machines. How many machines can it resolve? So this is the DFA, and this is the NFA, and this is the transition system. In comparison to DFA, NFA accept more machine. In comparison to NFA, transition system accept more machine. Okay. All about this reverse of language. And one more, I already told, but I want to say one line. By reversing of the machine, we may get a transition system or may not, because if a machine have only one final state, then reverse of this machine will also get a finite automata, NFA or DFA. Okay. Next is minimization of NFA. Now discuss minimization of NFA. What is the meaning of minimization? In the process of minimization, we will try to reduce number of states and number of transitions in that machine. Okay. Why we are going to use minimization? Because, for example, we have two machines. Okay, one contain 10 states and second one contain 5 states, and both are giving same output. Then why we are going to use 10 state machine? Why we not use 5 state machine? Because the 5 state machine will be less cost, so we will use minimization. Okay, the time complexity for this language is exponential. And it is not used because the minimal NFA will not be unique. It can generate many different NFA, so it is not unique. But DFA the minimal DFA is unique, so this process is not used. Now discuss about minimization of DFA. minimization of DFA. In this, the input is given any DFA. It must be DFA, not NFA. Any DFA. The output will be minimal DFA. If given DFA contain n number of states, then minimal DFA may contain 1 to n number of states between 1 and n. Okay. This algorithm is based on partition set algorithm. This is based on partition set. Okay. Now consider conversion from epsilon NFA to NFA. This algorithm is also called as null closure algorithm. Okay. This algorithm based on null closure function. What is the null closure function? Null closure of state Q. Set of all states reachable from state Q just by null moves. Set of all states reachable from Q just by null moves. For example, we are going to find this is the example. We will find for every state null closure. For example, null closure for state A. We can reach state A to A, no doubt. So A will come always. Okay, if a state is Q, then Q will always come. Now from A to B, we can go with the help of null transition. So A to B we can go by null, so it is reachable. And from A to B we have come at null. B, so B to C we can go with the help of null. So this is the set of null closure of A, B, C. Further we cannot go there. Now closure for B. From B we can go B. From B with the help of null we can go C. Okay. And further we can't go. For C we cannot go other. Only we can reach C. We cannot go by reading null move. Okay. For D we cannot go other place. D. Okay. For E we cannot go other place. So we can reach only E. This is the null closure for every state. Okay. In this algorithm it basically convert the transition system. Okay. First we have given null closure, null NFA, epsilon NFA. It convert into transition system without null moves. Then further it converted into NFA. Okay, This algorithm have three steps. First, it converted into null transition system without null move, and further it converted into NFA. Now we talk about number of states. If epsilon NFA contain n states, then it converted into transition system. Then it also contain n states. Now transition system is converted into NFA. Then the number of states in this will be n less than equals to number of states for this less than equals to 2 power n. These are the number of states will be in the NFA. Next we will see steps for finding the epsilon NFA to NFA. Now take steps for conversion from epsilon NFA to NFA. The first step is initial state in the epsilon NFA will be the same as of NFA. Okay, in the both epsilon NFA and NFA will initial state will be same. Next, the transition function will be used. This for q dash q comma a for closure epsilon closure. It will explain by this. Let's see here. For finding the q dash delta dash, we will go through this step. The first one will be find null closure of q. You know the function will be solved. First will inner, next outer, and at last will be outer. Okay, the first will be null closure. First find this function, then this function will be find out. Okay, after this find a null closure of all this. Then this will be our q dash q to a. This is the whole function. Okay. Now consider conversion from NFA to DFA. This algorithm is also called as subset construction algorithm. Let's discuss some guidelines or points. First, input in the subset construction algorithm. Input will be the NFA without null moves. Without null moves. Okay, the output will be the equivalent DFA, but it may or may not be minimal, so it will give DFA. Conversion from NFA to DFA, it will give DFA, and most important point, it may or may not be minimal. May not be minimal. Okay. Next point. If in NFA number of steps are n. In NFA number of states is n. Then the number of states in DFA, the number of states in DFA, number of states in DFA will be less than equals to 2 power n. The number of states will be less than equals to 2 power n. There is no lower limit, because it will not give minimal DFA, and if a state may be and if this NFA may be reducible, it can also be minimized. So there is no lower limit, but it has a upper limit, that is 2 power n. Now fourth point, in number of states in DFA, if number of states is n, in DFA, here is NFA, in DFA number of states in is n, then the number of states in NFA, how will be NFA? The number of states will be less than equals to 2, less than equals to n. Okay, number of states will be less than equals to n. Okay, the fifth point is why it is called subset construction algorithm. The name says subset because the number of states in DFA will be 2 power n. Less than is a 2 power n, means less than it will be the subset of 2 power n. This is the set. Here will be get subset. For example, a machine has 2 states A comma B. This is the NFA. In DFA, the number of states will be the subset of A comma B, 2 power A comma B. So 2 power, this will be get 5 A, B and AB. In DFA, the states will be the subset of this set. Okay, now after this we will take an example and see this how it works. Now take an example. We have NFA, we have converted into DFA, equivalent DFA. This for this both machines should be same. Both should be same. Then what the relation between these pairs? The first one is what the relation between Q and Q dash. The Q dash will be the subset of 2 power Q, because we already seen why it is the subset. We already explained. Then it is the subset of 2 power Q. Next is the what is the relation between Q dash and Q. Here what is Q? Here it is the input alphabet. Okay, the input alphabet in both the machine will be same. So Q dash is equals to Q. Both alphabet will be same. Now take Q dash, Q naught. Q naught is the initial state. The Q initial state will be same in the both machine. Now fourth one, take F dash. F dash will be the subset of Q. Why it is Q? Because if in this the final state, some are the final state, it is not necessary in this final state will be the same as in the DFA. It is not necessary. Then the final state in DFA will be the subset of state Q. Okay. Other possibility may be, let's see other possibility. F dash F. It is not true because it is not necessary all the final state will be in this machine. Next, F dash is equals to 2 power Q. it will be same, because in Q it is true. Q will be the subset of 2 power Q. This is the true. This is not true. Okay. Now take another F dash subset of 2 power F. Tell me this is true or not. This is also not true, because it is also subset of F. It is not true. Only this and this true. Okay.